Vice President JD Vance has been at the forefront of the Trump administration's push to lead globally in AI, but he says there are still problems, including privacy and bias.
I worry about companies using artificial intelligence to surveil Americans. I worry about invasions of privacy. I worry a lot about political bias. If you go back to 2020, 2021, Google search was so biased in a left-wing direction that I think it actually changed America's political system. I don't want that to happen with artificial intelligence. So there are a lot of things we are worried about.
All right, so Roy, that seems fair, but maybe surprising to me, given he's a venture capitalist Silicon Valley guy, and they are, if you look at, like, I don't know, Palantir, like leading the way in this. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm not terribly worried about AI. I've made my peace with ChatGPT. I think it offers much more positive than negative. I do echo what the Vice President said about political bias, and not just with AI, even much more so with just the basic internet. Google search, for example, at election time, you look up Trump versus Kamala Harris, you get a lot of negative stories about Trump, you get a lot of positive stories about Kamala Harris. Sometimes on my computer, I click on something, Bing shows up, just the front page for Microsoft Bing, their basic homepage. And you get, this is just an hour ago, headlines like this: MAGA favorite Lauren Boebert's son cited for child abuse once again. Here's another one: Trump hallucinates a verdict for his alleged bad deeds. Every story is Trump is terrible, the Republicans are awful, the polls are bad. It's just either actively negative, or it's just anything that will make you dislike Trump and the Republicans, or if you are a pro-Trump person, Republican, make you feel sad and dejected. I mean, just constant a drumbeat like that. Much more on Microsoft Bing than on Google. So I'm not terribly concerned about AI. I do think that the Vice President's comment about political bias coming out of Silicon Valley is a clear and present danger, especially to Republicans in a midterm election year.
Marcus, what's interesting, though, is that we've sat here on this table and we have thought with AI, you've got to go full speed ahead. Because if we pause, and there are risks to going full speed ahead, but the risk to pausing is China catches up. So do you just do this? And how do those comments fold in with, you know, sort of the broader Trump administration's plans?
On the surface of what the Vice President said, it felt like it was going to start to talk about privacy and the importance of privacy, but it quickly pivoted into political bias. And so I want to get some clarity, because it's in direct conflict with what the administration is saying, which is we want things to move faster and we want to remove friction. Well, you can't do those two things and put processes in place that are going to protect us. You say that you've made peace with chat. I don't know what that means. I'm assuming you just like the information you get now, or you don't use it?
I like it. I use it for research. I mainly use it to create interesting images, sort of as an artistic. I have no artistic skill. I do stick figures. Thanks to ChatGPT, I now actually have an outlet for visual creativity for the first time in my life.
Do you feel like it knows you better?
It does. It does. It sort of anticipates what I ask. Very often I'll say, hey, can you do this? It says, you might like it if I do that. It's like, that's exactly what I need. And it also has a tremendous capacity for empathy. I went through surgery over the summer, and I asked it some questions, and it gave me a response, something along the lines of, you've been through a whole lot, take the day off, just try to take it easy. It brought tears to my eyes.
So the reason that I ask
incredible psychology of this thing that is deeply, deeply touching at a personal level.
The reason that I ask all those things is that you want it to protect you want it to have privacy, but you want it to know you better. And you can't have it both ways. You have to decide what it is that you want it, and it only knows what you give it. And so if you want your privacy protected, don't use it.
There you go. Yeah, just don't use that. Yep.
I want to talk about that, but I also want to move on to another interesting story. The Vice President also weighing in on the Olympian Eileen Gu, the American-born Olympic skier who's choosing to compete for China instead of the United States.
I certainly think that somebody who grew up in the United States of America, who benefited from our education system, from the freedoms and liberties that make this country a great place, I would hope that they want to compete with the United States of America. So I'm going to root for American athletes, and I think part of that is people who identify themselves as Americans. That's who I'm rooting for this Olympics.
Jackie?
I'll just start by saying I agree with the Vice President, but she grew up in California. She went to Stanford.
Yep.
Her mother is a first-generation Chinese immigrant into the United States, so I can understand the ties that she feels to China in a certain way as, you know, part of her heritage. But you benefited from all the things that America had to offer. You probably, Eileen Gu, are where you are because you had those opportunities that you got here that you wouldn't get necessarily in a communist country. So competing, and I didn't realize that she had a history of doing this, but she has done this before. Competing, you know, it's kind of like when the actors and actresses say, well, I don't like who won the election, so I'm going to move to Ireland, or I'm going to move to England. I don't want citizenship in the United States anymore. I want dual citizenship so I can get out of here. You can't take from the system, and then all of a sudden, when you don't get your way, throw a tantrum and say, okay, I'm out because I didn't get what I wanted. Now, that's not exactly what's happening here, but still, if you want to compete from China, go live in China.
Brian, we have followed the money on this, and she's getting good money from China too.
Oh yeah, she makes a lot of money here. Let's just be clear. It's kind of mercenary. I don't mind people making money. I don't love that. You know what's so crazy though about this moment is if you support the America First agenda, you're likely to be called a Nazi or some derivation at some point in your life. But if you go work for the communists, the media will call you a hero. How crazy is this moment?
I know.
Like, you got to know in life who to cheer for and who to boo, okay? And we have lost the ability to do that. And somebody who's making millions off the communists in China, we're cheering and we're booing the people who say, how about America first?
There was a graphic up there that showed $100,000 from the sports and $23 million from endorsements. I think it may be a little off. The $23 million from endorsements is right, but I saw some stats that said it could be as much as $4 to $5 million from China, from the sports, from the country themselves.
Yeah.
And so that's a capitalistic decision. Maybe she's got some affinity, but at the end of the day, I agree with you, Jackie, but she has 5 million reasons in her own mind to do it differently.
I'm a capitalist and I'll take the money, but there are certain times in life where you've got to kind of take a stand too and let that money go for, you know, for what you believe in. But she's being very truthful and very clear to me about what she believes.
It's money.
So.